and welcome back to another speed build. My name's Jess, and today we're building in Brindleton Bay on a 20 by 30 lot. And this build is unique for my YouTube channel, actually. And it's unique because this is my very first suburban home that I've ever done on my YouTube channel that isn't like a renovated church. So, pretty momentous occasion. And I'm excited to show you what I came up with, but I do think this definitely is not your complete traditional suburban home. I, of course, went with a really deep color palette just to make it something a little different and stand out. Those windows that I used, I cannot remember what the name of them is, but they are one of my favorite windows. And with the new really dark swatch, I just really wanted to use it. And I guess I have to amend my previous statement. This is my first suburban family home. So I have made some starter homes, but nothing that really could suit a family. This is only a 2-bedroom house, so not a big family, but it's still something a little different for me, and I am excited about it. So you can see I'm starting on the landscaping. And with the landscaping, I did struggle a little bit to kind of pick out the plants and did a few things off camera, but of course I went to my tried and true favorites, and I think it turned out pretty nicely. So here I am starting on my favorite part of the build easily, which is the backyard, particularly the window wall that is in the back of the house. I think it's so beautiful, and I think sometimes when you're building, it's easy to just have moments where you're jealous of your Sims that they get to live somewhere so beautiful. And this was one of those moments with the window wall and thinking about the gorgeous views that you'd be able to see through all of that. So you can see with the back porch, I used some platforms to kind of mimic planter boxes. And I think that ended up being really successful. And yeah, really happy with how that turned out on just the backyard in general. But here we are starting on the interior. And in the interior, I wanted every little corner to kind of have a moment. And I tried my best to keep everywhere decorated, to have every corner have something. Which also means that this build was a little bit longer for me, which was nice, a little something different. So I went ahead and started off in the garage because I wanted it to be sort of filled with all the things that you would normally find in a garage. I wanted it to be detailed. And of course I added in a washer and dryer, and it did just occur to me I didn't add any hampers in. So before I upload it, I'll definitely be sure to add some hampers in. But here I am starting on the kids' room, and I don't know what kind of mood I was in, but definitely like a darker one because this is easily one of the darkest rooms I've ever done in The Sims, but I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think you know exactly what kind of kid would live in this room. And hopefully, like, if black isn't your style, you can easily change up the colors so it could be something like fun and bright. But yeah, I just had a lot of fun doing that room. So I quickly filled in the bathroom, and I'm really happy with how this little bathroom turned out. I think it kind of perfectly carries over from the kids' room. And here I am starting in on the kitchen. And in the kitchen, I knew it would be in a really open room because with the window wall and the lofted space, there's just that really open living room. And I'm really happy with how I was able to fill out the space. And I think the clutter in the kitchen really, really helped to do that. And here I am using one of my favorite tricks right now. It's using that trash can so it kind of mimics a range hood over a stove. And I think that looks really nice. And yeah, I'm just happy with how this kitchen turned out. And of course, I have to add in a quick dining room. And I think all of it just fills in the space really nicely. And yeah, pretty happy with this, but definitely would recommend using that range hood trick. I think it looks pretty cool. So here I am working on the living room, and I have to say I'm really trying not to say during this voiceover, but it's so easy. And yeah, just I'm so aware of it. So just so you know, I am actively trying to, but it doesn't mean that I can stop myself. So anyways, in this room, I wanted to do something a little different and finally use some color for me. And I don't know how I feel about that color overall. So definitely let me know what you think in the comments down below, if you would keep that color or change it up. But we're starting on the upper half of the house. And of course, I had to start with an office, and I wanted the office to really take advantage of what would be some amazing views through the window. And I wanted there to be a little area that sort of looked like, I'm blanking on the name of those little figures that are so popular. Pop figures? Is that what they're called? I'm totally blanking right now, but I wanted to make it look like there's like a little collector area. And yeah, I'm so happy with how that little corner turned out. And of course, I wanted to put a mirror here, a big mirror to bounce the light. And I kind of figured this would be a house where there'd be gamers, so I wanted a little gaming nook over there with a console. And in the bedroom, I just kept it simple with this gorgeous green color with some black accents. But that actually means we're coming to the end of the build. So thank you so much for watching. You can download this on the gallery. My origin ID is SimmeredJess. Thank you again for watching. Have a great day. Bye.